Warning, the following podcast does have an explicit tag, and we would hate to disappoint it. You're listening to Not Another Atheist Podcast, the Ramble Without a Cause podcast that breaks down issues in the secular humanist community and tries each episode to push the limits of the explicit tag. I'm the polite Canadian Keith, and joining me as always is the New York born and bound bundle of attitude, Jen. Jen, thank you as always for joining me.
Desperately trying not to bust a gut laughing right now because I'm just thinking.
The fuck?
I'm thinking of what you called it, the act, and I can't stop giggling. Keith likes to call blowjobs cannibalism, ladies and gentlemen, and now I cannot.
Only if you swallow.
I can't stop giggling.
Only if you swallow is it cannibalism. It's fine. No, it's fine. So we're starting the show off on the right foot tonight. We apologize for the delay. There was supposed to be a show out a little while ago. We're still waiting on the audio for that.
And
hint, hint, nudge,
last
nudge.
week's show, I was super sick. We got really, really sick here. My throat was so sore that I couldn't talk. So
it's what happens when you have a horizontal disease vector living in your home.
yes, when you have a living petri dish living in your home, things like this happen.
So, Jen, how have you been?
Jen's been good. Yeah, shocker for our fans here. Jen's been
She's tired, but she's in a great mood. She's all giggles.
Shut the fuck up. You know, we're very private people. We like to be.
Bullshit.
Okay, he's a very private person. Excuse me, I still have the cough from the cold. He's a very private person. We kind of don't want to, scream it from the rafters. He's not that kind of person, so. Not to say that we're undercover
Jen
about
has
shit.
the butterflies.
Shut up. Not to say that we're being undercover about it, like we're hiding it, but I'm not writing it across my tits and running naked down the boulevard.
Are you sure?
I'm not. Well,
You sure about that?
I haven't had that good of
Are
a
ya?
day, but yeah, could have been better.
Wait, writing on your tits is a good day. What
Hell yeah,
what are
writing
you
on my
into?
Yes, well, we could do a whole show on that. But
Wait, no, slow down. Before we get into anything important and shit, okay, this is fucking important. Who am I kidding? What? Okay, is this like that porn where you got slut and whore written on your tits and that gets you off or something?
I'm
'Cause
not.
I've
No,
seen
I'm
that
not
and
into.
I'm not comfortable with
I'm
that.
not into the humiliation kink. That's really not my thing. But yeah, I mean, I've written shit on my tits before and went running through a bar and running down a street before when I used to drink and I was very drunk.
Well, that just got a lot less exciting.
I am into other things though, but not humiliation kink. I don't have a humiliation kink.
She likes having her boobs in rope. My webcam's off, so you have no idea the grin on my face, but I am watching all of your reactions. This is great.
Okay.
So I think with that, we're going to move on.
Let's move on. Okay, let's move.
So as promised, we have two topics tonight from our last episode that we brought up. We're going to talk about two horrible examples, I guess we could say, of what we call being human. And then we're going to talk about a failed politician and a Republican ass kisser.
Pretty much the entire United States political sector at this point. Sorry, the cat has a string and he's screaming as he's dragging it around the house. So.
Oh, is he all proud of it?
Yeah, he's very proud of it. But he's only keeping it upstairs. He won't bring it downstairs. Because I don't think his fat ass can coordinate the steps and the string at the same time.
Oh, Jesus. So, when last we met, we said we were going to dedicate our next episode to talking about Kevin O'Leary and Tomi Lahren. And so we're going to start off with Kevin O'Leary. But in the interim since our last episode, because, we're on a fucking solar cycle from hell when it comes to recording and releasing.
We really gotta get on the ball with that shit.
We tried. We really did.
For a week,
and
we tried.
Yeah, and then a kid gets sick, Jen gets sick, and now she's...
Joe fucking Kindick can't get his fucking file sent over.
God damn it, Joe. You're so You're so warm and lovable, but god damn it, Joe.
God damn it.
Get your shit together.
Seriously.
So we're going to start off with Kevin O'Leary. He was one of the candidates for the Conservative Party of Canada's leadership race. However, he's since dropped
That's the Shark Tank
out.
guy, right?
Yeah. He is basically Trump Jr., only he has more of his own hair, and the guy has like no hair on the top of his head.
They're very similar. It's actually really strange.
And he actually has no orange skin, so I mean that's a positive, I think.
Well, he's Canadian. I mean, it would be severely unnatural up there.
Oh, because it's totally natural for Trump to have orange
Well,
skin.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
no, that makes
Mar-a-Lago.
total sense.
I mean, he's down in Mar-a-Lago. It's Florida. They all look like that.
Ew.
Because, our punches politics are no longer handled through the White House. They're handled at a golf resort in Florida.
Yeah, I thought that's kind of how politics went these days.
Sorry.
Just microwaving your microphone. I get it. So
now I'm testing out. If you shut up.
Oh, for fuck's sakes! Before he quit the leadership race, there are some interesting things going on with allegations of voter fraud. Kevin O'Leary started throwing them around, and then suddenly his campaign manager was named as one of the accused in this voter fraud. So
Really?
the voter fraud as a
Wow,
yeah.
This is freakishly similar. Holy shit.
I sent you these articles.
Did you? Dude.
Breaking my bows, Jen. You're breaking my
Look,
bows.
I have a lot going on in my head right now. Okay.
I thought it was in your stomach now.
Fuck, you're an asshole.
Friendship right
I'm
there.
just fucking tired. Right. Okay, like I'm still getting over this shit. And yeah.
So the type of voter fraud that was going on here, essentially, O'Leary's camp was making allegations that other candidates for the leadership of the Conservative Party race, whatever thing, basically they were alleging that these other candidates were doing what's called vote buying, whereby they would pay for people to become members of the Conservative Party and then use that membership to vote for the specific candidate.
Right.
However, the great irony behind that is that his O'Leary's own campaign manager was accused of this. In fact, there was an affidavit signed by the Sikh community, 6 men in particular. We're going to have links for this so you can actually read what the fuck is going on. I've already got the links assembled. It's great. I got organized.
Fuck.
Like, look at me go.
But you were still late because you had to poop.
I did have to poop. It was a good poop.
That's good. You said that in such a Canadian way. Poop. Well, you said that. So Canadian.
Okay, never mind. We're not going to go down that rabbit hole because we'll never come back. Yeah, so basically...
Maybe that's one of my kinks.
Ew. That can't be sanitary. I hope you use... I hope you used rubbing alcohol.
Hell of a mood, ladies and gentlemen.
So basically, they were approached by a member of the Kevin O'Leary team to provide names and addresses so they could sign up for the Conservative Party and not to worry about the fees because they'd be taken care of. Right. So essentially, this is just trying to pad your own corner and pay for it because, well, when you're a quote-unquote billionaire, because a Canadian billionaire really isn't a billionaire, and I have reason to believe Kevin O'Leary isn't as rich as he makes him out to be, but that's future research. Anyways, long story short, he dropped out because he didn't think there was any way that he could beat Trudeau. And
well, when your campaign, anybody can beat Trudeau.
I don't know. Put him in the ring. We'll see if I mean,
aside from tying him up and doing, yeah. But, okay.
Yeah.
Aside of tying him up and acting out a lot of little fantasies.
Oh, I'm sure Angela Merkel would love to meet up with some baby-faced little Canadian boy.
Ridiculous, man.
You never know. Yeah, so this is obviously a breach of party rules because, you're stacking the cards in your favor, which
you're literally buying votes, so yeah. It's got to be fucking illegal.
But it doesn't matter anymore because he's dropped out because he realized that he just can't get quite the same following because apparently a campaign run on, I'm going to make unions illegal isn't a good campaign.
Because Canadians are fucking smart. It's all that socialism up there.
We have our moments.
Well, I mean, you have your pockets, but come on. Yeah, your guy dropped out because he couldn't get the momentum. Ours is running the fucking country.
Well, it's because in Canada, in most places, it's so fucking cold. We just stay inside and read news all day.
And eat maple syrup.
Well, that's a given. That's what that is. So there's not much more to say about him. I haven't done enough research to really make any other scathing claims other than he's another rich asshole who seems to think that capitalism should serve him and him alone, which
him and his people.
Like,
him and his people.
It's like, yeah, it's funny how parallel that is. Yeah. But anyways, so we're gonna move on. Now we're gonna talk a little bit about Tomi Lahren because there's a little bit of news surrounding her, and it was actually kind of interesting as I was reading the story. But for those of you who are unaware of who she is, and I do envy you if you don't know who she is.
Oh my god, I envy you because literally the sound of her voice makes my fucking ovaries shrivel up. I can't fucking deal with her. Like, if I could be having the most mind-blowing sex ever, and if I hear her fucking voice, I am turning into the Sahara and we're starting a fucking fire. Like, Burning Bed Part 2, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot fucking stand this woman. That and that rapid pace. Oh my god. My god.
So I found some fun facts about Tomi. For example,
I hate the Tomi. Bitch, your name is fucking Tommy. Stop. Ugh. Whatever. Go ahead. Just go ahead. Just fucking go ahead. Because, yeah, I've had a good day. You know what I mean? Had a good day.
Fuck's sakes. So, fun facts. She was voted most likely to go on a racist rant in a viral video when her local sandwich place employed someone who was less than white. That's fun. She was also voted most likely to demand speaking to a manager when her local grocery store ran out of her favorite gluten-free bread.
Check.
When asked if they felt this description was appropriate, one of your co-hosts here was reported as saying, "I've worked in customer service for many years. Those superlatives are pretty damn accurate.
Yeah,
I hear her voice, and every nightmare customer I've had to deal with comes flooding back to my memory."
Years, and like the only thing she's missing is the "Can I speak to your manager?" haircut. You know what I'm talking about?
But her face says, "I want to speak to your manager."
Is this gluten-free, organic, free-range cupcakes?
She reminds me of people who will assume that because English is not somebody's first language that they're bad at it. They could be better with the English language than she will ever be,
if
and
English
she can't
is not
understand
their first
them.
language, then they're illegal. They're illegally in the fucking country.
I like yours better. I'm gonna stop pretending I'm funny now. Just kidding.
You know, we'd get a lot further if you just sticks that. Okay. Zing.
Fuck you.
Zing.
Other fun facts. Apparently, she endorsed Rubio. Why I don't know. He was kind of a useless. I mean, like, how long was he even in the race for?
Because he was there for a decent part of the primaries, but probably because she didn't want to seem racist. I'm surprised she didn't jump behind Ben Carson for the same fucking reason. Tommy, we know what you're up to, fucking Tommy. Okay, I'm not gonna fucking call this fucking cunt Tommy. All right, get the fuck out of here.
So she also is an anti-feminist, although she supports strong women, which is odd, but okay.
Which means she doesn't know what the word feminist means.
Does anybody who criticizes feminism have an understanding of what the word is?
Usually not.
Yeah.
You know what pisses me off about her? She mansplains. She fucking
it's called misogyny.
But like she's a chick that mansplains, and I'm like, you're not even good at it.
Internal
like
misogyny.
you know, I could actually see her at a bar negging guys.
Oh my god.
I can actually see her doing that.
Oh my god. Yeah. No, she definitely might be a female red pillar.
Oh, I've heard about this subreddit, and I am trying everything in my power to avoid it. Because I know it's just going to make me fucking angry, and I know it. And Yeah.
Oh, we've got some delightful. Yeah, no, that
Waste of
mentality
fucking
is
oxygen. Yeah.
full of horrible, horrible people who are just stupid. That's great. She's also a blatant racist who believes that black people demanding equality and justice for the imbalanced incarceration and slaughter of their community by the police is in and of itself racist, which is weird. She even called out Colin Kaepernick for his kneeling during the national anthem because how dare he ask any white person to be
And let me
aware of
let
their
me let me
privilege
let
and
me
stand up
let
against a
me let
system
me put a
that
little
simultaneously demonizes the black community and then blames it for said demonization.
let me put a little jab in here. First off, when BLM was out protesting and there were some fucking assholes that would come in and riot, and I mean, some people were opportunists. I'm not saying that they were part of BLM. Some people were opportunists and decided to make it violent. She would turn around and be like, why they always got to be violent? Why can't they just, silent protest and this and that? Why can't they do it in a classy way? And then here comes Colin Kaepernick, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's not making a big fuss. He's not making a riot. He just simply sat down. And now she got a problem with this. Secondly, Colin Kaepernick has done more for the fucking black community and other communities in fucking general than this fucking bitch with a fucking cock holster that needs to be filled has done for anybody, including herself. If she would sit the fuck down on a spinning fucking, those fucking spinning machine dildos, the machine fucking dildos, if she would just sit the fuck down and helicopter for 15 fucking seconds and we could shut her the fuck up, it would be ideal.
All right then. I really can't follow that up with anything clever or witty or anything like that because that's a thing now.
That's what I think she needs. I think this fucking bitch needs to be pig roasted. And before you all fucking whine, oh my god, that's so fucking sexist. One, shut the fuck up. Secondly, because I'm sorry, I'm getting real tired of everything I fucking say being sexist or it's not feminist. You know what? Fuck you. Stop being so goddamn sensitive. Secondly, she needs to be fucking pig roasted. This way, the shit in her ass can stop. She could stop the shit flying out of her ass that obviously comes through her fucking throat and back out of her fucking mouth. Pig roast this fucking bitch. I want to see two of the most giant fucking cocks in creation. I'm talking double-sided on a fucking human being. Dildos railing this bitch. Just to shut her the fuck up. Let's Eiffel Tower this fucking cunt. And you know what? No, I hope it's two black guys. This way when they fuck the living daylights out of her, she changes her fucking view on black men.
I've got a Canadian $5 bill, so I've got like $3 here that says she probably secretly has a thing for black men and just can't admit it. But I want to drop back. I'm gonna drop back to your point before we dig further down that rabbit hole. To the point about why can't they silently protest? They don't want the silent protest. They say they want the silent protest because they know that that's one step closer to completely shutting somebody else the fuck up. We see it all the time. It's why creationists try to couch their language so that they're not saying it's religious. It's just an alternative approach. Fuck you. No, it's not. Teaching the controversy.
We really need
trying
to
to teach
get a
controversy of
Patreon
global
going
warming.
of video just so people can see my reactions to shit.
Patreon goals.
Patreon goals. Hashtag Patreon goals.
Jesus. So, Jen, have you heard the recent story about her career and the path that it's taken?
The fact that she said that she was pro-choice and then they fired her. Well, honey, guess what? You wanted equality, didn't you? Didn't you? You sat here and said, no, I'm sorry, she was against equality, and you sat here and you don't want women being treated equally. Well, now it's been tossed back at her. It's been tossed back at her. I have no fucking sympathy for this fucking shriveled, roach-infested, raid fucking minefield cunt. I have no sympathy. Oh, women have a place. Women have a place. Well, guess what, bitch? You just got put in your place because you decided to disagree with your fucking micro cock overlords. So get back in the fucking kitchen and make that sandwich, bitch. Because this is clearly where you want to be.
It's where all women should be, other than the strong ones. I think is her angle, which is stupid, hypocritical, and petty. And I really need to get you the notes because you totally just stole a couple of my talking points here. Yeah, because I was gonna be like, yeah, she's also pro-choice, and
Well, we pretty much live inside each other's heads.
yeah, that's true. Horrifyingly enough. So she mentioned that on her appearance on The View the other day, which resulted in her termination from her position at The Blaze, which is owned by Glenn Beck.
Right.
However, she is pursuing a wrongful termination suit, citing that her views on abortion were known before she did this appearance.
No, bitch. No, bitch. Because your conservative party loves that little no union, right to work clause, which means they could fire you for fucking anything. Now you're gonna fucking try to sue for wrongful termination when your entire party platform is a fucking right to work platform? Get the fuck out. No.
See, I was like going through this, like trying to make a quick joke about the hilarious irony about religious bigotry and the practice of allowing discrimination against those who have different ideological framework than you. But all of that is just so in league with everything that they stand for. So I'm like, the joke is that it happened.
She's now trying to claim Democrat protection for a Republican action that she backed.
She would support if it were anybody else. I mean, for fuck's sakes. They believe that companies should be allowed to discriminate based off of religious belief. Well, newsflash.
Oh, actually,
you're getting discriminated against because you disagree with them.
That is actually going to be happening here this week. Donald Trump is going to be signing a religious freedom bill, I guess is what they're calling it, to where anybody can discriminate against people for their belief in religion, marriage, view of gender. Like, it's going in as an executive order.
Yeah, but is there a chance it could get shot down?
I don't know. I'm sure this is going to go to the Supreme Court.
And sure of course Obama wasn't allowed to put in a new Supreme Court justice, even though he had a whole fucking year. But
I'm sure it will. I'm sure it'll at least go to hopefully it'll go to the Ninth Circuit Court, and they're a little more reasonable than a lot of other ones in our country. But yeah, come Thursday, and he's bringing like evangelists and shit, and he's most likely going to sign this bill. And that, you know, when you hear about bills like that, people tend to think, you know, not baking the cake for the gay wedding type of thing. You know what I mean? But it's hold on, sorry, the cat keeps rubbing on the microphone. But you know, it's oh my god, Jesus Christ, the cat's driving me nuts tonight. Anyway, it's more than that. It's psychiatrists can turn away patients because they don't agree with them being gay. It limits contraception availability through the Affordable Care Act. It puts
Hobby Lobby all over again.
Yeah, what a lot of people don't remember is that if somebody finds out you're an atheist, they can turn you away due to religious freedom, you know, religious grounds. Like, we can be turned away for businesses, we can be turned away for jobs simply for being out atheists.
Hey, America, whatever happened to that fucking thing we call freedom?
And isn't this kind of how it started with the Jews?
Well, they were kind of, you know,
first they were ostracized, and then they were right, and then they were slaughtered.
I think there were a couple other steps in there, but yeah, that's kind of.
I mean, no, that was the eventual end. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
yeah.
I had no idea about that executive order. That's fucking great.
I mean, they said they've been revising it, and they've been having judges and lawyers look over it to make sure shit. But I'm sure if something like that does get signed in, I'm sure the ACLU will automatically bring it to the Supreme Court.
Them, FFRF, and all that, and
yeah.
Honestly,
and then you are all going to see Jen fucking explode.
If either of these organizations do put out a call for any sort of support, we will absolutely be 100% behind it.
Absolutely. And if you need resources on your local chapters or something like that, or you know how to get involved, then get in touch with us. We will be more than happy to guide you in the right direction.
We're gonna fucking look for this shit because that's some bullshit up in here.
If this comes down to shit like this, we're gonna scorch earth. So Get your suits ready.
I like the earth up here. It's nice here.
Well, we're just kind of like your trailer park cousins anyway, so you guys are just gonna stand outside the trailer park and watch us.
Great, we're just gonna watch all the tornadoes and everything.
Which is right
right.
that season for us now, down by me, ladies and gentlemen. Fabulous season, fabulous.
In our last story tonight, YouTube account Daddy of 5 recently lost custody of 2 children after a video quote-unquote prank went viral and sparked outrage after viewers realized that there is indeed such a thing as taking a joke too far. So, brief lowdown on this is that in the video, and I watched the first minute and a half of this, and
I got about 30 seconds before I was
I need a new phone because mine went flying across the room. I was so angry. So brief Cliff Notes version of the video, if you haven't had the misfortune of watching it. The mother is talking about how she's going to prank her child because in the past he spilled ink on the floor, I guess.
And he got in trouble for it. And
he got in trouble, which, as a parent, I could understand. You know, your kid was a little careless, and now you have to shell out
when we tell you don't fucking pay for it, don't play with that shit, don't fucking play with it, especially when it winds up destroying shit. I mean, I have been there so many times.
Exactly.
So, oh my God, do you know how hard it is to get ground up dried Play-Doh out of fucking carpet? Like, you know, man.
I don't.
Fuck. My kid also likes to pour juices in 9,000 glasses. Do you know how many fucking times I've had to scrub juice out of a fucking carpet?
Oh,
yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So the mother is telling, I think it's the stepmom. It's the
I don't know.
I
got 30 seconds into it, and I'm like, if I find out anything more about these people, I'm gonna go fucking try to find where they live.
Yeah, I found out about them via what I was reading. But anyways, so they're talking about how it's invisible ink, or it's disappearing ink, so they're going to spray some on the carpet, and then they're going to, get him in trouble, make him think that he spilled some more ink, blah, blah, blah. Which, on its surface, that sounds like it has a potential to be a slightly humorous gag. However, the joke ventured into the abuse territory about 0.2 seconds after she opened her fucking mouth and screamed at him to come upstairs and swear at him over the spilled ink. So within seconds,
this wasn't like I play fucking jokes. Like me and my kid play jokes on each other like all the fucking time, and I would never come at him in that very fearful, I'm in trouble way. And the way that kid responded, I think there is a lot of physical discipline going on in that house.
Well, yeah, and you've totally thrown me off.
Yeah, but like I have never struck my son. I don't believe in it. I don't believe in spankings. I don't believe in hitting my son. That's my thing, and I'm not going to sit here and get into a fucking debate about it right now. If you want to, fucking email us, and I will fucking wreck your shit. Anyway, when we play jokes on each other, like if it was something like that, I would actually call him very calmly and be like, "Hey, what happened here, bud?" And just to like see what he would say. You know what I mean? Like, I would not go tearing into him and fucking cursing at him.
Well, that's pretty much what I was about to explain what happened.
Sorry, I totally jacked that from you. I'm sorry.
Oh, Jen, we really you gotta start going over notes. I'm gonna start sending them to you.
That do I ever fucking go over notes? No, the whole fucking magic about the show is that I don't go over fucking notes. Okay.
Yes, but then you interrupt and throw off my jokes.
We've been doing this for over a year. You've dealt pretty fucking well so far. You pussy.
Oh my God. Anyways, so within seconds of entering the room, the boy is screamed at by a woman whose sole disciplinary style involves shrieking and inducing sheer terror in small animals and children, without the courtesy of enunciating what she is actually trying to communicate.
Yeah, we all know the she'll shriek. Yeah.
You know that. The kind that really makes a kid have to detach from reality
just
because
to
they're terrified.
Right.
They're fucking terrified. And if you the boy started crying instantly, he's like, I have no idea. And instead of the pivotal moment where she could have gone, ha ha ha, we're just kidding, she fucking continued.
She continued and continued and continued. And this child had like a complete
He had
mental breakdown.
tears.
Yeah.
Tears pouring down his
And
face.
apparently,
He
because
genuinely
this
thought
is
he
the
was in
kid,
trouble.
and this is what fucks me up. This is the kid that speaks out and kind of defends himself more the most. He's the
Yeah.
one that they target the most because this kid has the balls to stand up for himself. So this isn't even like, oh, we're gonna play pranks on the whole family. They are mentally breaking down this child because they target him because he is the one that has the balls. This is fucking abuse.
So, the happy ending to this story is that the biological mother has sole custody of Cody and I think his sister Emma, because apparently screaming, cursing, and utter humiliation are abuse.
It is a big no in fucking family court.
Yeah, no kidding. I have no idea. And when the evidence has been seen by thousands upon thousands of people,
And then an entire fucking channel of videos of them doing the same
exactly.
shit to this kid over and over and over and over again.
And I tried listening to the apology video, and
Nope,
it was
I
just,
didn't even get that far.
it was, well, the video popped up with an article that I had read, and I listened to about 30 seconds, and I was like, you don't actually care. You don't think you did anything wrong. You're
No,
doing
and
this
that's
to
and
save face.
it was a classic non-apology. It was, I mean, from I read some of the transcripts from it. It was a classic non-apology. It was, we didn't mean to do any harm, and this is not how things are in our house, and that's not how it was taken. It was a classic non-apology. We're sorry that you were offended.
Yeah, exactly.
We're
Which is
sorry.
the perfect hallmark.
We're sorry that he decided to get upset about it.
Yes, exactly. But the happiest part about this is apparently the mother has said that this kids are slowly, they're laughing more, they're having a little more fun, they seem a little less stressed, which when you don't have a banshee fucking screaming at you,
That
and yes, I
and
apologize,
you're
that's a misogynistic insult,
no,
but I don't care.
no, but
She
that and when you're
deserves to
living
be
in a
labeled.
household that you're constantly worried about being sabotaged.
Yes. When you're worried that your every action is somehow going to be fodder for somebody to berate you
and
and
make money off
reduce
of you.
you
That's
to
the thing. These people
tears.
make millions upon millions of dollars each year. So they're literally making
Do they?
millions. Oh yeah, YouTube. These people with these YouTube videos, like these kids' YouTube videos, they make millions off this shit.
But this
Millions.
particular account?
I think they've done pretty well from their YouTube channel. They had a lot of subscribers. They do use ad revenue, so I think they did pretty well for themselves. So you're pretty much completely damaging your child's emotional psyche for views
A couple
and
of
cash.
bucks.
Views, but not even cash, views.
Yep.
You are literally breaking your fucking kid's entire psyche and his ability to feel calm in their own home. Like
Well, and
literally to
that's
feel safe in your own
seriously
home for views?
that's seriously disrupting his ability to form healthy attachments
That
as well.
and if you're constantly on this adrenaline rush, and you're constantly on edge, it fucks with your hormones. It fucks with your dopamine levels.
Oh God,
It
yeah.
fucks with your cortisone levels. So this could be causing like actual real deal brain damage to these kids.
And they are young kids.
They're young kids and their brains are developing. But because they're running such high fucking hormone levels, adrenaline and, cortisone, and their bodies are constantly in this fight or flight mode because they don't know when they're going to be sabotaged with this shit, they could like severely be fucking up their child's brain development for YouTube views. Like, this is why I say some people should just not be allowed to have children. Like, it should, and I know this is fucked up, but no, some people, it should be fucking illegal for them to have children. I'm not going to go as far and say sterilize them, but we know where I'm going with this. Yeah.
I'm not gonna say that I discourage these people of being able to reproduce, but
I'm just saying there's very damn good reasons why birth control is free in the Affordable Care Act and why it should still stay there.
True.
Go to any conservative Republican page or InfoWars and see for yourself.
Oh my God. Oh, have you heard
He's
about
losing
Alex
his
Jones?
kids too.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, Alex Jones runs what's called InfoWars, which is this complete conspiracy nut job
Fucking like
group.
This is like
Everything is a
this
false
is
flag.
like this
the
is the
Illuminati,
tin foil
reptilians.
they use to smoke their meth in, and then they put it on their heads.
Alex Jones is a treat to watch some days. He's the one who threatened to beat up Alec Baldwin for his portrayal of Trump on SNL. But according to his lawyer in a custody hearing, that's just a character.
Yes,
that
he
he
is a
plays.
character. It's a character that he plays because his soon-to-be ex-wife, with good reason, does not want to leave her children around this man because he's a fucking psycho. I get it, honey. Honey, I've been there. I get it. But
The
now,
funniest thing
in
that I ever saw him do. Oh, sorry, go
in
on.
order for him to even regain kind of any kind of visitation, he's now saying that it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. It's all an act. And these are people like, I'm sure you all have seen the Facebook InfoWars articles that are like, you so know this is absolute bullshit news, but they like this is
But
like
you
a
read them
cult
because it's
following,
funny.
right? No, but InfoWars has like a cult following. Like the people that are going to kick off the absolute end of America are probably InfoWars subscribers.
Well, this is where that guy who shot was about to shoot up that pizza place
Was
in
InfoWars,
Pizzagate.
and now. And this is why I tell people, they're like, oh, people that are into like InfoWars and all this other, David Icke shit and everything else. They're like, oh,
Ugh.
I'm woke, I'm different than you. And I'm like, no, you're not fucking woke. You just follow another fucking shepherd.
Yeah. No,
And now Alex Jones is the literal man behind the curtain. He is the literal Oz. He has pulled the curtain back and said, it's all an act. This is the literal Wizard of Oz right here.
And shout out to favorite or number one fan Jim. He and I were talking a bit. We were talking about this, and neither of us are really certain if he is this crazy or this smart.
Or if this was advice of his lawyer to say, hey, it's just bullshit and blah blah blah.
That would be my guess, is that his lawyer was like, look.
But I
if
mean,
you
look at the
don't say
implications.
This
is literally like unmasking Oz. Because he's this big, scary, warding overlord, and then you pull back.
I
and
wouldn't
then
call him scary.
You know what I mean? No, I mean like in the groups that follow him. He's the leader, and he's the overlord, and he's kind of the messiah. And then they pulled back the curtain, and it's this little man.
He's not our fucking messiah.
It's this little man, and wow, my voice is like super smooth tonight. What the fuck, man? I'm like,
Jen's gonna do an after show recording of her reading some filthy.
No, it's like real like mellow and shit. I don't know what's going on with everyone tonight, but now here's some Barry White.
Oh, come on, baby.
Come on, baby. But I'm sorry, I don't know what the deal is with my voice tonight. Like it's butter.
Good audio equipment.
No, I mean it's.
Like, can you say butter again?
Butter.
Yes.
I don't know. There's something with like my pitch. I'm like super laid back tonight. Shit. I don't know. Maybe it could be the
Not
change.
going down
Yeah. Things are changing in my life, and yeah.
Yay. So before we close the curtains on tonight's show, just want to say that we would love some reviews.
Absolutely.
So as we work to bring up the quality and quantity of the show, we would absolutely love if everybody listening would hop onto whatever podcatcher it is that they use and give us a rate as generously as possible. Screen cap your review, send it to us via email or Facebook, and we'll read it out loud on the show. Especially,
you know what? How about we have a contest? We're gonna have a contest, and this is totally off my head. Keith has no idea what's going on with this. For everyone that screen caps the show, we're going to put you into a pool, and we're going to do a lottery. And the listener that we pick that does do a review and, gives us the screen cap will be a guest on our show.
Is that really an incentive or a punishment? We want people to do this.
Fuck
you. So yeah, screen capture your review, send it to us via email or Facebook. And I say this especially because if you do this on iTunes and you aren't in USA or Canada, we're not going to be able to see them. And we really want to know what you think.
I didn't know that. That's bullshit.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. And we really love to be advertised to new listeners, since higher ratings does mean more exposure. So rate the fuck out of us.
Screen cap. We'll do
I'll
a
show you my
lottery
tits.
for it. We'll do. Yeah, Keith's got pretty boobies, dude. You got great nipples, man. You've got like
Thanks.
Perfect fucking pencil eraser nipples. They're fantastic. But yeah, send us the screen cap. I'm sorry, screen cap.
My poop from earlier lingers,
yeah,
apparently.
Right. And we'll throw it into a lottery, and then whoever wins, we will contact you, and you can be a guest on our show.
There we go. So as promised, we kept it nice and short for your listening pleasure.
Jen's tired.
Jen's tired. I'm tired.
Mm. Mm-mm.
We got to get to bed. So
No, I have some. I don't want to say entertaining, but no, I know because that would actually entail somebody coming over to my home at this hour, which is not happening. But I have some.
boom phrasing.
I have some relationship building to do. No, I wouldn't say relationship building because that word totally scares the shit out of me. I don't like that. Getting to know. Communication skills. I have communication skills to work on.
We know you have communication skills, Jen. You told us episode 1. I remember. I remember the audio clip I played.
I have some communication skills to build for a bit. Yeah. We're going to go with that.
Jen, thank you for joining me, and
Thank
listeners, as always, thank you.
And thank you guys
for joining
Send
us.
your shit in, man. I'm getting real fucking tired of just only talking to Keys.
Fuck you too.
I love you.
too.
I love you.
Yeah, you better.
I love you.
Okay, let's not get creepy.
Good night,
Thanks, everybody, and have a good night. The Not Another Atheist podcast experience is run by Jen and Keith. If you wish to contact the hosts, please write to nehehp@gmail.com. They can be found at facebook.com/NotAnotherAtheistPodcast, or search Not Another Atheist Podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, and Google Play to subscribe and leave reviews. Okay, are we starting this bitch or not?
Yeah.
All right. I got my water, and it's not in a douche shaker cup.
That was like so funny.
Fuck's sakes.
I'm picking up my panties and I'm going home. Okay.